It was an ordinary Monday morning in the small village of Koorapadu, nestled between green hills and a sleepy river. The sun was peeking through mango trees, birds were chirping, and the postman was late, as usual. But something very unusual had appeared overnight on the main road. A wooden sign, hand-painted in bright red letters, stood right at the entrance of the village. It read, "In front, there is a Crocodile Festival. Entry free." Everyone was confused.
Crocodile Festival? Who's organizing that and where?
Asked Papayya, the village barber, squinting at the sign.
Is it a prank?
Giggled Malli, a curious schoolgirl who was always looking for an excuse to miss classes. Only one person had a wide grin on his face, Grandpa Chinea, the 78-year-old storyteller known for his wild tales and mysterious knowledge.
Ah,
he chuckled, stroking his long silver beard.
It's back again after 70 years. The Crocodile Festival.
Everyone turned to him.
What do you mean, back again?
You'll see,
he said, tapping his walking stick on the ground.
Tonight, everything will change.
That evening, as curious villagers gathered around the tea stall, Grandpa Chinea finally shared the tale.
Long ago, before the dam was built, our river, the Nagavali, flowed wild and deep. And in those waters lived crocodiles, not ordinary ones, but magical, talking crocodiles. They were protectors of nature and held a grand festival once every 100 years, a celebration of peace between humans and crocodiles. Music, food, dances. It was something beyond imagination. But people forgot. The river was tamed, the forests cut, and the crocodiles disappeared. Only I remember.
The crowd went silent. Just then, Molly shouted,
Look! There's another sign!
She pointed toward the riverbank where lanterns had appeared, floating midair like glowing fireflies. They spelled out, "Welcome to the Festival of Crocodiles. Begins at midnight." The entire village was buzzing with excitement. No one dared to sleep. By midnight, a crowd had gathered near the riverbank. Malli held her mother's hand tightly. Papayya brought his harmonium. Even the school teacher came with a notebook, just in case this needed documentation. Suddenly, drums echoed from the riverbed. Then came the most shocking sight, a parade of crocodiles walking upright, wearing colorful vests, hats, and jewelry made of shells and river pearls. They weren't scary at all. In fact, some smiled and waved. Leading them was a tall, elderly crocodile wearing spectacles and a silk shawl.
"Welcome, dear humans,"
he said in perfect Telugu.
"I am Sir Kajugu, the Grand Marshal of the Crocodile Festival."
Gasps filled the air.
"This is the one night every century where humans and crocodiles meet as equals. Let there be music, food, and friendship."
And so it began. The most magical festival Koorapadu had ever seen. Crocodile chefs served spicy lotus stem biryani and fish curry wrapped in banana leaves. Children rode on crocodile tails like swings. Crocodile magicians performed tricks, making dragonflies do synchronized dances. A crocodile called Chicky taught the village kids how to dive deep without breathing for minutes. Papayya and a young croc named Kilu had a hilarious music duel with harmonium versus crocodile beatboxing. There was laughter, dancing, and joy, and no fear at all. Just before dawn, Sir Kazugu called everyone together.
"My friends,"
he said,
"this night was a gift. But the real purpose is a reminder. Protect the rivers, forests, and creatures around you. If you forget nature, you will forget magic."
Grandpa Chinea stepped forward.
We promise, old friend. This time, we will not forget.
Sir Kajugu nodded and gave him a glowing green stone.
"Place this near your village temple. It will remind your people to stay true."
As the sun rose, the crocodiles slowly returned to the river, diving in gracefully, their colorful outfits vanishing in the ripples. By morning, the signs were gone. The next day, the village was quieter, wiser. Kids went to school a little happier. Adults walked to work with stories to tell. Malli wrote an essay titled "What I Learned from a Crocodile" and got full marks. Papayya started a river cleaning campaign, and near the temple a new sign stood.
Nature is magic. Protect it.
And next to it, glowing softly, was the green stone. 100 years passed. The village had changed, with solar lights, eco-farms, and happy children. But the green stone still glowed. A small boy named Arjun looked at his grandma and asked,
Is it true, Mama? Were there really dancing crocodiles?
His grandma smiled.
Wait till midnight. You'll see.
Moral of the story: when humans respect nature, nature shares its magic.
Please like the video and subscribe the channel.